What's up, y'all? It's your boy. Man, it's your big homie. I'm on my way to the city, you know what I'm saying? Gotta do some work on this Sunday. But I was talking to some cats last night, right? And it was disturbing to the point where I'm thinking about it this morning. They was like, man, you know, when the police pull up, man, you just gotta be a little docile. You just can't be who you is. You gotta kind of dumb it down for them until they get out your face. And I'm at the point with my life, it's like, why I gotta dumb down for you? I'm paying you to serve and protect me. I understand y'all fearing us or whatever y'all want to say, y'all scared. But here's the fact. When you talking to a man, talk to a man. You know what I'm saying? Why I gotta be quiet when I've been talking like this all my life? Why I gotta be docile when I'm talking to you? Why I gotta be, why I gotta be not who I am to speak to you? I don't even understand this shit. And then I started thinking about it like, man, I hate to say it, but what if one of them niggas kill me? You know what I'm saying? I mean, I don't really have no run-ins with the cops and nothing like that. And true, I got a few cops that's friends, right? But even that they being my friend, I never heard a police officer say, you know what? I turned so-and-so in because I think he a racist. I turned so-and-so in because I don't like the way he treat people and he don't treat people right. You never hear a cop say that. You know what I'm saying? Never. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes I can kind of understand why they don't say it. Because when you out in the streets, if you turning in other cops, another cop ain't gonna get your back. And it's always about safety. So, do you not say something or do you do say something? That's what police have to deal with. I'm talking about all police, black, white, brown, all police. They may feel some certain type of way. They feel like if they trick on another cop, the other cop ain't gonna get their backs. Look it up. It's on YouTube. It's cops just left the force and felt like, they was pushed out. I'm not making this shit up. I promise you, I've been doing a little research on this shit. And that's why cops be talking about telling us to go on snitch, right? But ain't no cop gonna snitch on their own. Facts. I mean, let's keep it real. They always telling the young kids, go on, you see something, say something. When is they gonna see something and say something? I'm just asking a question. I mean, I know I don't know much, but hey, hello, whoever you is, I could just see that part. I can't really see that good when I'm driving. I can't see near shit. I can see far distance. That's why I'm always squinting and people be talking about smile. I can't see shit. But when is a cop gonna see something and say something? There's a lot of this shit going on, and people talking about, well, I don't know why they riding in this state. I don't know why they riding in that state. This shit going on all over the world, even out the country. We paying police to protect us, and they killing us. Man, this shit gotta end. And mad, type some shit. If that's how you feel, that's how you feel. I'm not gonna tell you not to do it. I'm gonna just tell you to be careful and how you do it. Plan some shit out. I know we go on our feelings a lot. We do. But every time, every move, everything we can't do about in our feelings, we in our feelings. You know what I'm saying? And this new generation, they ain't like Martin. They more like Malcolm. They don't get no fuck. These young kids don't get no fuck. And it's because of all the shit that's been going on for years and years and years. And they learning by looking at history. They didn't just pick this shit up. They learned it from the Europeans. It's in the books. Read the history. We never invaded nobody. We never enslaved nobody. We never really beat nobody. It's history. So they ain't going. They ain't going. And the way America is showing us to other countries, man, they like, y'all should have been rised up, you know? But man, this shit, why we gotta dumb ourselves down to deal with the cops? If you talk a certain way, that's the way you talk. Like when you talk to me, I know I'm a rah-rah type guy. I talk with my hands. That's who I am. Because you got a badge, I gotta quit doing what I normally do. That's a norm, man. But when when it comes to somebody of a different color, y'all wanna, let's tase them first, or let's take different methods, not shoot and kill them. And then it ain't just all the white cops. Let me just say this, because I've been looking at some YouTube videos. I swear for God, you gotta see some of those brothers. Those brothers ain't right too. You gotta look at some of those brothers. And the women. Hey, y'all women are fucking vicious. Man, I seen a woman kick a nigga in his nuts. I'm like, it's 5 officers beating him and she kicked him in the nuts. Y'all women are so crazy. And all this shit is all on YouTube. It's about time for this shit to stop. That's all I'm saying. We gotta figure out a way. And the way is, get into the system. Sometimes you got to get into the system to change the system. We got neglect. I said neglect. Elect more of us. We got to get out and vote, get in the system and change the system. Time for all that old boy policies to end. You know what I'm saying? If you become a new cop, you got to see something to say something. If you're a public defender, you got to see something to say something. You're a judge, man, you gotta use your powers. Not just for black folks. You gotta use your power for the good of all folks. Because, I'm pro-black. That don't mean I disagree with white. But I'm for my people. But we're not going to get along on this earth by ourselves. We're going to interact and, we didn't integrate. And we just got to kick it. We got to do what's right for the human race. You know what I'm saying? So we got to get in office. And when you get in office, you got to do what's right for everybody. Not just for the blacks and not just for the whites. You got to make sure everybody's going to benefit from these laws equally. And then if you're in the power to uphold the law, you got to make sure it's equally. It's got to be justice, real justice for everybody and not just them. And that's the realest shit I could say, man. We got to figure out a way to do this shit for real. We got to get back into the trades. Man once told me growing up, and I can't even think of his name. It might have been a woman. It was somebody who told me, a man or a woman shit. I go these days. If you can't build something, then how you gonna want something? You gotta at least know how to make something, build something. You gotta have something to negotiate with. You gotta have some type of talent. We get into these businesses and they trick us to going into all these schools and stuff, but we don't really realize what we're going to school for. If you go to school to get a job and your job is depending on somebody else, something can go wrong. But if you go to school to build or make your own shit, to be an owner, then you got somewhere, you got some leverage. You know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna make this simple. If you're a carpenter, every construction company wants you because you got skills and you got leverage. You got leverage. You can leverage your skills. Same thing with a plumber, electrician. Those jobs are never going nowhere. And those jobs become 6-figure jobs. I met a brother a couple of years ago, and he puzzled me because he had a bow tie on all the time. And when you see guys with a bow tie, I automatically thought he was Louis Farrakhan's guy. I thought he was a Muslim. Right? He was like, nah, I just like bow ties. I was like, straight. I said, but they, no homo, they look sharp on them, right? So he was like, all right, thanks, brother. I was like, well, by the way, what do you do? Because I see him on a lot of job sites because I'm a contractor, right? He started laughing. He said, you the first person to ever ask me what I do. I said, I know I see you on a lot of job sites, but what do you do? He said, I own an electric company that these guys work for. It's like, bullshit, because it was a high rise. I mean, I had a little company in there, but this a big ass, like 20-something story high rise, right? And what I'm getting at, he didn't just have brothers working. He had white boys, man. He had everybody. His team was a good 40 strong, right? So I was like, you joking. You know, then I was like, well, yeah, you could own that. He's like, I do. So he gave me his car. He said, look, young blood, when you get to town, I see your company growing, stop by my office. I was like, all right, I'm going to do that. So I ain't thinking shit about it, right? I just had this car. And one day, I was going up to Detroit to meet with a friend, you know, a little date or whatever, you know. So I shot by his office, right? I said, damn, that's not an office. This nigga own the whole building. Right, so I went up there and then everybody was like, oh yeah, you boom, boom, I see. I was like, you do? He was like, man, let me tell you something. I go to all my job sites because it's my name. And I make sure what I have to offer is that deal. And we just started kicking in and stuff. So, you know, make a long story short, I found out we both like the same thing, red beans and rice. And we was like, man, I'm going to go to Popeyes. I was like, dude, you do not go to Popeyes and you're a multi-millionaire. He was like, boy, I go get that red beans and rice and that biscuit and I'll be good. I started cracking up. But this is what I'm really trying to say. He put his pants on one leg at a time, just like man. Even though he up there with financially, you know, we had the same goals. We just want to be happy. And he was telling me that money don't make you happy. It's like when you can close your doors and feel safe, know your family good and everything. You have to be successful without financial first. And being successful is how you run your house. You know, how everything else is going. And that's why I tell people, like right now in my life, I feel like I'm successful. You know, I look at my kids, I look at my house, bills paid, everything, boom. Now, financial is another thing, because them numbers going to come up one day and they're going to go down. They're going to come up and down. You ain't always going to be on top, but you got to learn how to deal. The same person you is when you're on the top, you got to be the same person you is when you're on the bottom, because that's how money goes. It's like a roller coaster. One minute you're going to have it, one minute you ain't. You know, I jump all over these videos, and I just give it to y'all in the raw, because I know I was talking about police brutality. I really was. But, you know, it's not the same. I said on, I think one of my posts today, because I get tired of people saying,